Hello guys. So this is a short service announcement because I have now replaced every traditional light bulb in my house, but two because these lamps don't fit, or these bulbs, LED bulbs just don't fit my lamps. And the reason is actually most of my lamps already had been on LEDs and I find traditional light bulbs quite obsolete. But the reason was this year because a few days ago my wife called me at work. She called me like 4 times in a row, and I was in a meeting, so I thought there was something going wrong. And then she told me that she was in the cellar and she put a light on and made a flash and sparks and flames and everything went out, and yeah, and here this was the culprit. And I made the decision most or less quite away that I will wanted to replace my cellar lamps with LED lamps. So I went today and bought them, and then I went down and I saw this here, and yeah, I have seen a few light bulbs burst, but this looks quite bad. One of the companies, something called Dynamics. Not sure if they're any good, but when I went down and started replacing, I also found one which I hadn't been aware of that I even had it. But this is like how you expect a light bulb to be broken, and this one was running, but it's also already broken as far as I can tell, and was quite hot. So yeah, these things, I know many people love them over the LED lamps, but they have a limited lifespan, and the end of life of a light bulb is usually a bit violent, yeah, and a bit dangerous. Not to say if you buy a cheap and not up to specs LEDs, they can be also quite dangerous. As every electric device, if it's as we saw in London just recently, if you have a faulty electric device, you have to really get rid of it as fast as possible because it's quite dangerous. And if you get a deal which is too good to be true, it's probably a bad deal for you. So yeah, I buy my lamps at IKEA mostly. Quite satisfied with them. Don't want to make any advertisement here. Just they're not the most expensive and not the most cheap. So actually, I think that they sell so many of them. When you see what's going on, if addresser drops on children, they do recalls and stuff quite fast. So I would expect if something went violently wrong at IKEA, they would react quite fast, and also it would be in the media quite fast because it's such a big company. So, but many people like Osram, for example, not quite sure if they are so good in LEDs. That yeah, this broke as you would expect, but as you can see, the thing is also violent reaction here when the small thread burns down. So, and this is actually the first LED which I bought which broke. But I think it was broken from the start, so it sometimes it went on, sometimes it don't. So I will go and replace this one as well, or try and ask IKEA for a refund, which is usually not a big deal at IKEA. Has worked every time so far. And with light bulbs, it's the first time, so let's see. Also, I have to return these ones because they don't fit the lamps, and get two a bit smaller LEDs. I wanted to have brighter light in the cellar at the working places. Apparently, not granted. So, yeah, wanted to give you guys a quite head up here, and yeah, really take a look into this and think what your safety is worth. There's also other issues with traditional light bulbs and halogen bulbs. They get quite hot, so if they are placed wrongly or built in wrongly, this can also be a fire hazard. So LEDs can get quite hot too, but on a much smaller point. So said, cheap and faulty LEDs are probably as dangerous as light bulbs, but the thing is, the light bulbs will violently go out at some point in their life. I think this one here has a stamp from the German Bundesbahn on it, and the last train rolled into this town like over 30 years ago, so it's probably quite old. But it was running, still running. It was getting really hot, and probably maybe it broke when I built it out, but yeah, I won't even try. And with this one, this could have been really dangerous if somebody went there and tried to screw it out. So I was lucky enough I could pivot it in, and the friction was enough to just get it out. But these threads are quite hard to get out, so I was really lucky that I didn't have to go there with my Leatherman or something and putting metal tongs on electric device which could be on. Yeah, make sure your circuit breaker is disengaged if you do such stuff. Make really fucking sure that it is disengaged, and if the lamp is broken, yeah, if you don't have something to measure if there's a current on it, don't do it, guys. So yeah, I hope this was a bit of an eye-opener and I could help you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and if you yourself had some experiences with violently going out and exploding light bulbs, I think I have seen 2 or 3 light bulbs explode in my lifetime, but this is, for me, so far it had been the worst, especially the feeling when I opened the lamp up and I saw this thing hanging down. Yeah, it was really quite scary at this point. And my wife was alone in the cellar, so also not such a good thing to happen there. And when you are in the dark and below and have to find your way up. But it's not so dark in our cellar, so nothing bad happened. But she was quite scared, and yeah, and we had to find the circuit, or she had to find the circuit breaker because it's in another place than every breaker we have in the house. So yeah, but enough is enough, guys. See you soon. Bye bye.